Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rockingham Speedway. I am your host, Billy Davison, for the Sidewinder Racing League Lordco Auto Parts Streak Stock Series. Anybody in chat, please let me know if sound is working before I talk too long and realize it's not working. Awesome, thank you, Zach. So here we are, another week of street stock racing at Sidewinder Racing League, sponsored by Lordco Auto Parts, and this should be a good one. I am expecting a lot of good racing. So we got 6:40 left in practice, and we will be underway. All right, let's see who we got in here so far. Looks like we got Mr. Lucas Hoitzma, Mr. Quinn Newton, Mr. Cody Cleaver out on track, Mr. William Ashbranner, Scott Elston, Zachary Margison, Cody Brown, Ian Montross, Matt Benke, Mike Thomas, and Jonathan Ledger. And I'm receiving reports trackside that it is very bumpy. So that should make it even more interesting. I think I get more nervous broadcasting than I do actually racing. Mr. Matt Benke in the 36 out on track. Cody Cleaver also on track in the number 4, chasing the 36 round. And it looks like the race info here at Rockingham, we got a race time of noon, 1 fast repair, 60% fuel, 5 sets of tires, 4 in the pits. Heat laps are 15, cautions do not count in the heats. LCQ if needed, and 100 lap finale. Those are your race particulars. We're about a minute and a half to go here. Kind of excited to get this one kicked off. I think we're gonna have some really good racing. There's an 85 of Scott Elston. Premier driver of DMR Motorsports. All right, there we go. Practice is over, and let's get qualifying.
Hey guys, welcome to Rockingham. The top 2 from qualifying advance straight to the feature. You have 5 tire sets, 4 in the pits, 60% fuel, so you should have enough to the end. Just be mindful, it's a bumpy track. There's going to be people all over the place. There will be at least 2 heats probably, so bear with that. Thank you for coming in. Have a good race.
Here we have the number 1 of Ian Montross out for his qualifying. And the number 1 puts down a 27.8 for his first lap. Let's see if he can make that a little bit better in the second lap. Oh, and he gets on the apron. That's not going to help. Oh, and he puts down a 27.6. He was a little faster. Here we have the 55 of Zachary Margerson. Looks like his first lap was a 27.5. See if he can do any better. A little bit better, still a 27.5. See who else we got out in track. Number 5 of Quinn Newton, still on his outlap. Quinn puts down a 27.3 on his first lap. All right, looks like we don't have anybody else on track. See what we got here. Well, looks like we got number 5, Quinn Newton, sitting on pole right now with 27.3. Cody Cleaver, P2, 27.4. And Zachary Marcherson with a 27.5. We are 27 seconds ago to the end of qualifying.
Or forget you all have one factor.
And here we go. All right, everybody, Rockingham Speedway Street Stock Series, sponsored by Lordco Auto Parts, 100 laps. Oh, we also have some heat races too. So, starting P1, we have the number 5 of Quinn Newton. P2, the number 4 of Cody Cleaver.
The top 2 drivers to advance, so they're going to have to race their way to the lead.
P3, the number 55 of Zachary Marcherson.
The top 2 will still get bonus points, though.
P4, the number 1 of Ian Montross. P5, the 17 of Cody Brown. P6, the 36 of Matt Benke. P7, the 85 of Scott Elston. P8, the 00 of Nathan Lafayette. P9, the 48 of Mike Thomas. P10, the 23 of Daniel Llewellyn. P11, 28 of Jonathan Ledger. P12, the number 7 of Lucas Hoitzma. P13, the 54 of Mark Kincaid. And P14, the 31 of William Asherbranner. And we are 1 to green. Pace car coming to the checkered. Or start finish.
Pace starts on
pace
green,
car is
on
off.
the leader.
And we're green. We got the number 5 of Quinn Newton taking an early lead. car 4. Pretty Cleaver on the outside with 55 Jackie Marterson on the inside. $15 laps to go in this heat race. And it looks like there is some speed on the outside there. Cody Cleaver is giving Zach his run for his money on the outside. The 5 of Quinn Newton pulling away, and Zach gets loose down on the apron. He's going to lose a bunch of spots there. Sorry, Tanner, this is my voice. This is as good as it gets. And we got Quinn Newton out to the lead. 0.4 seconds ahead. It looks like Cody in the 4 is closing the gap a little bit. And we have 17 of Cody Brown, 2 seconds behind him. The number 4, that is. Looks like we got some good racing in the back there. Well, it looks like Zach bouncing off the wall. Gotta keep it on the track, Zach. Keep it on the track. Go back, check on the leaders. And we got a good one brewing right here. The 5 gets down below the yellow. Looks like the 4 is getting a little loose also. And the 4 dips down to the inside. We're running side by side out of turn 4. And we're 8 to go. Go ahead and see what kind of cameras I got here. And the 5 jumps back out to the lead. Hey, where does Lucas come from? This should be interesting to see if Quinn can hold off Lucas there, and we got a wreck in the back that seems to not be bringing out a caution. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. There's a caution. Let's go back and take a look at that.
I can't turn shit. This steering fuck.
It's like Cody gets into the back of the 4, and then the 1 gets in the back of him, and he's back into the 4, and the 4's into the 1, and they're into the wall. And the 4 kills the 00. Nice.
For whatever reason, apparently it's counting caution laps, so I don't know why it's doing that.
Yep.
Alright, we are 3 to go, still under yellow, and we are 1 to green. We got the number 5 of Quinn Newton in P1 and the 07 of Lucas Hoitzma, P2. And we got the 1 of Ian Montross flying in the
Lucas, I
back
hope
there.
you're ready to hold on to that thing. We're going to the front. 10-4. It ain't nothing but a heat. Let's do it, brother.
Alright, we are coming out of turn 4. Pace car is off. And we're green. The 5 of Newton gets out to the lead. Right behind him is the 07 of Lucas Hoitzma. And they are side by side coming down the backstretch.
You okay, Mark?
We're 2 to go. And we are still side by side. Here's the final lap. Coming to the checkered. They both send it in. Oh, and there's Quinn. He gets better control and he's out to the lead. And Quinn Newton takes it over Lucas Hoitzma.
What a race. What a heat.
Yeah, main race is 100 laps. Look.
Alright, if that's any indication of the feature, hold on to your hats. Alright, looks like we got a
If anybody wants
5-minute
to
warm up.
skip the warm up, just let me know and I will advance it.
I'm fine with that.
This is Mr. Matt Benke in the 36 Buffalo Wild Wings taking advantage of the warm-up. He looks to be the only one on track. Oh yeah, it's probably not working because I didn't start it. Ah. Yeah, we should have all our paints updating.
Alright, the session is now being advanced.
Reload my theme here. Hey, there we go. Ah, there's the paints. Alright, we got P1,
Alright,
number 5 of Quinn Newton.
Rockingham. You have 4 tire sets in the pits if
And
you
I'll be
so
quiet
need them.
for a second.
You have 1 faster pair in the pits if you so need them, William, Ashburner, or Daniel. Just joking.
Alright, P1, number
And,
5 of
have fun,
Quinn
enjoy
Newton.
yourself.
P2, the 07 of Lucas Hoitzma. P3, the 55 of Zachary Margison. P4, the 36 of Matt Benke. P6, the 85 of Scott Elston. P6, 17, Cody Brown. P7, 31 of William Ashebranner. P8, the 28 of Jonathan Ledger. P9, the number 1 of Ian Montross. P10, 23, Daniel Llewellyn. P11, number 4 of Cody Cleaver. P12, 48, Mike Thomas. P13, 54 of Mark Kincaid. And P14, the 00 of Nathan Lafayette. "100 laps, Rockingham Speedway." We are 1 to green. As your drivers come around turn 3. Pace car is off. The green is about to drop. Green flag, green flag. The number 5 of Quinn Newton jumps out to a very slight lead over the 07 of Lucas Hoytsma with Zachary Margison on his tail. The 36 of Matt Benke and the 17 of Cody Brown. Your top 5 currently. And the 36 gets into the wall. That gives Cody Brown P4. And the 17 of Cody Brown jumps to the bottom, trying to get around the 55 of Zach Margison. The 07 Lucas Hoytsma right on the back of Quinn. Lucas looking to the inside of Quinn. He gets down there. Quinn looks like he's sliding it. That's going to give Lucas the lead. We got a bunch of jumbled up cars way in the back. Currently your top 4, Lucas Hoytsma, Quinn Newton, Zachary Margison, and Cody Brown. And your top 4 are really pulling away from the P5 and down. Great battle between Quinn Newton and Lucas Hoytsma. Go ahead and see what's going on. The rest of the field. Oh. That was like the 54 of Mark Kincaid. I don't know if he got loose and hit the inside wall or what. That's going to put him way back. Like Mike Thomas got in the wall a little bit. Allows 54 to get ahead of him. And we're 10 laps in this 100-lap feature. Let's check back with our leaders. Looks like Lucas Hoytsma has gotten himself out to the lead. And the 17 of Cody Brown taking over P2. Quinn Newton, number 5, P3 with Zachary Margison in the 55 and P4. We got the 55 of Margerson with a about 3.5 second in front of P5. Lucas getting out to a commanding lead. Where are we out on track? Let's go ahead and look at some camera shots. Kind of messed that up, so we'll try again when they come back around. Oh, missed the best one. Yeah, we have Lucas out to a 1.1 second lead over the 17 Cody Brown. Ooh. Somebody better do something, because Lucas is gonna just run away with it. Gonna be another Phoenix road course. Ooh, there's Cody up into the wall.
That was very uncomfortable.
Looks like he gathered himself
I
together.
did not want to be
Didn't really lose anything. That'll put Lucas out to, gosh, a 3-second lead. There's Cody scraping the wall again. He's going to drop back. That allows Newton to get into P2 with Zach coming up on the inside. Taking P3 is that Zachary Margerson. It looks like Cody Brown got past Margerson again. Quinn Newton in the 5 still holding on to P2 with P1 at a 3.8 second lead. There's Lucas. Like we got Ian Montrose and Cody Cleaver in a pretty good battle. They keep trading spots. And it looks like we have a 54 going into the pits. And he's taking tires.
Come back, Quinn.
Talking about me? I'm trying to catch Lucas.
Good luck with that. You're 4.5 seconds back.
Lucas is another zip code.
We ain't catching him.
What the heck was that?
Remember, Quinn, you gotta pit for fuel too.
Yeah, I'm working on that shit.
Not really sure what the pit window looks like. And there's Lucas. He's starting to catch the lap cars. He makes it around Jonathan Ledger without incident. Well, it looks like we got the 48 of Mike Thomas in the pits. He might be getting some damage repaired.
Hey, Cody. You got a flat tire.
No comment. Looks like the number 5 is putting some distance between himself and P3 and P4. Currently about a 2-second lead.
Like we have some lightning over here. Can we get a competition caution?
Unfortunately, that's a no on that.
But you get to catch up to us.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider. If I have to stay where I am, I have to stay where I am.
We got the 1 of Ian Montrose and the 4 of Cody Cleaver continuing the battle.
I almost just did.
I imagine we're getting close to everybody needing a pit, for fuel at least. There's Ian getting a little sideways, hanging on to her. Your leader, Lucas Hoitzma, 5.8 second lead.
I guess who that is? Our old buddy Neo.
I have to do a official response with my voice mod on right now.
Alright, 34 laps in of 100. Lucas Hoisman, your leader. 6.2 second lead over P2, number 5 of Quinn Newton. 9-second lead over the 17 of Cody Brown.
Faster than yours.
Like we got everybody. Well, Cody and Zach having a decent battle here. I'm really hoping some green flag pit stops kind of shake it up a little bit. This is probably more boring than the road race last week. I'll hang out on these two, they seem to be the only two battling. Oh, and Cody gets into the wall very hard. Able to... Oh, no. Looked like he was able to keep his momentum, but that'll put Zach out in front of him. Catches back up pretty quickly, though. What that was. Your leader, Lucas Hoitzma, catching up to some more lap cars, or soon to be lap cars.
Me and Cody are battling for the right to lose the lead. Give it to me, Cody. You don't need to hold me up anymore.
Maybe you should just pass him.
I see raindrops.
In your imagination.
Ooh, Cody getting sideways again. Zach gets out way wide and loose. I wonder if the admin forgot to adjust the fuel, because I could be wrong, but I don't know, 60% fuel. I figured they'd be pitting by now. What happened there, Zach? That'll put the 17 Cody Brown way out in front of Zach, but he takes it and gets squirrely too. Oh, 48 laps in, we're almost halfway.
Lucas, you want higher or low when you get here?
I've already worked out on that. He's blocking.
Deputy, that's it.
That probably should have been fun. Yes!
Oh, and we have a yellow. Really sure who that was. Oh, yeah, it was him. "54" gets up into the wall on two wheels. Loses it onto the outside wall.
$54 on pit.
Take a look at that again. Still trying to figure out properly work replay controls. Zach getting up into the wall there too.
Thanks for driving to the fucking spot.
Looks like we got a few guys that had to use fast repairs. Cody Cleaver, Cody Brown, Matt Benke, and Kincaid. Looks like we are 1 to green. Looks like the 4 of Cody Cleaver just got himself up to the front. 07 Lucas Hoisman now in P2. Pace car's off. And Cody gasses it up. Takes the lead.
Key up.
Double zero pitting.
See if Lucas can get back up there. Got Cody Brown on his inside. Quinn Newton, P4, and number 1 of Ian Montross in P4. Well, Quinn's in P3. No. Cody Brown P3, Quinn Newton P4, Ian Montross P5. Looks like the number 4 is getting himself a pretty good lead. He may be hitting it a little too hard. You want to...
Didn't mean to get into you, Mike. Sorry about that, man.
Save those tires a little bit. At the 48. Mike Thomas back on pit road. Oh, there's a 00 coming off pit road. He gets out of the way, thankfully. Lucas gets to the inside of Cody Cleaver. Takes over P1 for the moment. Number 4 getting awfully close to the wall. Gets a little bit of a run. He's back into the inside of the 07, and now he's in the lead with Quinn Newton P3 coming up fast. And there's Lucas back to the inside. Looks like the number 4 of Cody Cleaver may get just stuck there on the outside. There's the 1 of Ian Montross sticking his nose into their business. And we have Lucas back out to the lead. Just about a half-second lead now. Coming up on some lap traffic.
Hello, Mark. Goodbye, Mark.
And there's somebody in the wall. Oh, he comes down a little bit. It's a 48. Mike Thomas. Currently 24 laps down. Okay. Lucas now out to a 0.7 second lead. Number 4 of Cody Cleaver's dropped back to P4. "65 laps in of 100. And I'm guessing by that first green flag run, we will not have any green flag pit stops from now on. Go ahead and look at the rest of the field, see if there's anything interesting going on. There's 55 of Zach. He's pretty much running up front all night, and now he's running P6. Seemed like he was in the pits for quite a while. William Asherbreiner, currently 1 lap down. It looks like the 48 of Mike Thomas decided to park it. Got the number 5 of Quinn Newton and the number 17 of Cody Brown battling for P2 with our leader Lucas Hoytsma in the 07 out to a 1.7 second lead. We're 30 to go here from Rockingham Speedway. Excuse me. Oh, there's 17 of Cody Brown getting on the apron. That'll give the number 4, Cody Cleaver, a chance to get a little closer. And there's the number 1 of Ian Montross into the wall. There we got some race fans there, standing in a perfect line. .25 to go here from Rockingham Speedway, Sidewinder Racing League, Lordco Auto Parts Street Stock Series. Currently your leader, Lucas Hoisma in the 07, out to a 2.8 second lead. Quinn Newton, P2. Cody Brown in the 17, P3. P4, Cody Cleaver. P5 of Ian Montrose in the number 1. 24 laps to go. We're back on your P3 and P2 drivers, battling it out. .20 laps to go. Looks like it's the 07 of Lucas Hoisma's race to lose. He is currently 4 seconds ahead of Quinn Newton in P2. I got the 55 of Zach Margison and the 85 of Scott Elston battling it out for P6. Two teammates of DMR Motorsports. Let's go back to our P2, P3 battle. Alright, we're on board with Cody Brown for a little bit here.
Wrecking.
Oh, and we have a caution. Oh, that looked like Lucas. Oh boy.
Oh my, what happened?
Let's go back and look at that.
I got loose coming out too.
And it looked like Lucas got down on the apron a little bit, unsettled the car, and he just starts sliding. Man, he's trying. And there's 23 Wallen wallops him. That's gonna make for interesting finish. Well, currently our ticker is showing Cody Brown, P1, Ian Montrose, P2, Cody Cleaver, P4, and the number 5 of Quinn Newton, P4. I think I said that wrong. The number 4 is in P3, Cody Cleaver. P4, number 5 of Newton. And the 55 in P5 of Zachary Marderson. That'll put 7 of Lucas Hoitzma down in 8th place. See if he has enough time to get him back, back up to the lead. I don't really get the flat tire joke. All right, we're 1 to green. Coming down the back stretch. '17 Cody Brown P1 and the number 1 of Ian Montrose in P2. Coming to the green flag. Pace car is off. Cody gasses her up. It's out to the lead. We are 10 to go. Cody Brown, P1, the number 1 of Ian Montrose, and P2, P3, number 4 of Cody Cleaver, number 4, P4, number 5, Quinn Newton, and the 55 in P5 of Zachary Marderson.
Everybody good now?
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Like Lucas Hoisman's got himself back up to P6 already. I imagine he's going to be pushing it pretty hard.
Sorry, Lucas.
Oh,
All good.
oh, and there's a number 4 into the wall. He almost gets into the 5. Cody Brown currently your leader. Ian Montrose in P2. 8 laps to go. And the top 3 are battling. There's Ian dunking to the inside a little bit, but he was going to send it in there.
Sorry, Daniel.
Man, Zach, you're saying a lot of sorries. There's the 1 back to the inside. Oh, Quinn gets into the back of the 1. Gets him a little loose. Everybody keeps it going straight, though. That gives Cody a little bit of breathing room. Oh, let me shut that off. Cody Brown out to a 0.4 second lead. Ian Montrose in the 1 and Quinn Newton in the 4 battling for P2 with the number 4 of Cody Cleaver wanting to get up in that podium spot. We're 4 to go. We've got Cody Brown out to a 0.7 second lead now. We have 3 to go. The number 1 and the number 4 battling for that P2. To P1 up. The number 1 gets down on the inside. Looks like Quinn's got a little bit of a run. They are side by side, banging doors. 2 to go. Oh, the 5 gets loose. That gives us the 4 the opportunity to get underneath him. And there's a white flag. That's Cody Brown out to a 0.8 second lead. Coming down the backstretch. Turn 3. Coming out of 4, coming to the checkered. Cody Brown.
Good race, Cody.
And there it is. Your winner in the 17, Mr. Cody Brown.
Good race.
P2, number 1 of Ian Montrose. P3, the number 4 of Cody Cleaver. P4, number 5, Quinn Newton. And P5, the 07 of Lucas Hoitzma. That was a pretty good race.
Good race, guys.
Really, really good ending there.
Hope you enjoyed yourselves.
Congrats to Mr. Cody Brown. We have some burnouts going on.
The top 3 would go to the waiting room. Billy will interview you, please. Thank you.
There's 28 Jonathan Ledger saying hello. Congrats. Alright, let's see if I can do this interview stuff. Hey, Cody.
Hey there, what's going on?
Oh man, I'm getting double speech from you.
Interesting.
It's probably something I have set wrong.
You need to figure it out for a bit.
Yeah, hang on one second. You got me, Cody?
Yep, I got you.
Alright, cool. I fixed it.
Sweet.
So, what'd you think of the race?
Man, that was something else. That was awesome. Awesome racing, fun track to kind of just rip it around on a little bit. Definitely interesting race on my end, just from the starting way at the back as a result of the heat race and incidents that went on there and working my way back up all the way.
Yeah, the end of that was pretty exciting. It didn't really look like you were gonna catch Newton or Montrose. I think Newton got a little loose there, and you were able to get underneath him.
Yeah, definitely got loose. At least from my perspective, yeah, it just either he went in too deep, got up high, and just kind of lost a little bit. That allowed me to just kind of sneak on in underneath. Had to throw a small block down the back straight a little bit just to kind of hold my line and hold him off completely. But yeah, definitely fun. Definitely thought I was out of it for a bit after the contact on like lap with 3 to go or something like that. But kind of came back to me.
Yeah, it was very, very exciting. So I don't know, I ain't got much else. You got any shout outs or thanks to throw out there?
Yeah, probably shout out as always to my girlfriend for supporting me with this hobby of mine. Um, Shout out to Blockbuster Racing and specifically Will Sparks for having the team together, having me on it, all of that. But otherwise, that's all I got.
All right, I appreciate you racing. Hope to see you next week and hope to see you win a race here soon.
Yeah, hopefully that's on the docket.
All right, you have a good night.
Yeah, you too, Billy. Thank you.
Yo, Ian.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good. What's going on, man? That was pretty exciting there at the end.
Yeah, the problem is, I think me and the third place car, Cody, we were just squabbling over it at the end, and I think we lost track of the leader, and Cody built up a lead that we kind of realized that we couldn't get back to him at the end, so we kind of screwed ourselves over in the end, so that's not good.
Yeah, you can kind of see that brewing. You guys were battling. Then you had Cody Cleaver coming up behind you guys, getting in the mix, and has just allowed Cody Brown to just get a little too far out ahead.
Yeah, and that certainly wasn't the intention. The problem is you get such a good draft on these cars. It's kind of weird. I didn't think it would be as big as it was, but yeah, today, the part of it is you got a big run on people, and you can get side by side with somebody, but then you don't have enough to make it stick 100%, and so you end up just taking the momentum out of both of the cars, and that's why Cody was ended up building that lead. So something to think about next time around for sure.
Yeah, P2's not too shabby. I mean, you know.
Yeah, you got to take good results when you get them, and the heat race was a good change up to the whole thing. So yeah, no, overall pretty happy with this Sunday evening.
Right on. You got any shout outs or thanks or anything throw out there?
Shout out to Lordco for sponsoring this event. Thank you to you for your commentary, and thanks to Sidewinder Racing, Blockbuster Racing, Will, and Cody, and everybody on the team. So yeah, that's about it.
All right, I appreciate it. Hope to see you next week, and good luck on future races.
Appreciate it, Billy. See you on the track. Take care.
All right, later. Cody Brown,
Hey, what's going on, Billy?
you won the race.
Yeah, that was an awesome finish.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy to see Lucas spin out, and then see you up front there. I was like, oh, how did you?
Yeah, him and Quinn there were kind of the class of the field. Me and Zach and Cliver held on there that first run, and then the caution came out, and we kind of got bunched back up, and Lucas pulled out to a lead, and I held on to Quinn there, and I thought we were guaranteed a top three, and then that last caution came out, and I took 2 tires, and I was up, and then Montrose and Quinn got fighting side by side, and I was able to pull away. If they weren't fighting side by side, I think Quinn would have gave me a hell of a run, but that was awesome.
Yeah, it was close there for a while with you and Quinn, and then Montrose got closer and started mixing up with Quinn, and then Cleaver got in the mix, and that just allowed you to pull away from all of them.
Yeah, when they got racing side by side with 5 to go, I knew I was in pretty good spot.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome win. And you got any shout outs or thanks to throw out there?
Yeah, thanks my teammates at DMR. Thanks you for broadcasting this, and thank Lordco for sponsoring this series.
Awesome. Good luck in the rest of the season, and hope to see you up front there. More.
Thanks, man.
All right, talk to you later.
Later.
All right, guys. This has been a iRacing broadcast of the Sidewinder Racing League Lordco Auto Parts Street Stock Series. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry for my broadcasting skills, which there is a lack of. But thanks for joining. If you would like to get on iRacing, go to iRacing.com, get yourself a subscription, buy some cars, use the cars they give you for free, the tracks, and start racing. A lot of fun, a lot of cool guys on the sim, a lot of cool guys in the Sidewinder Racing League. So come hit us up at dgs.com, click on the red snake for our Discord, and come hang out. We will see you next time. Have a good night.